Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we've got a very specific mission. We're diving into vintage workwear e-commerce, looking hard at the Bronson Manufacturing Company, or Bronson Shop. They promise the classic American heritage, look, 1940s style tees,
Yeah.
real selvage denim, but the prices,
Yeah.
almost too good to be true.
Exactly. And that's the core conflict here, isn't it? You see these glossy photos, loop wheel tees, military fatigues, stuff inspired by the golden age of workwear. But, and this is where it gets really interesting for you, the online reviews are just all over the place,
Yeah.
completely split. It suggests you've got like potentially high quality gear meeting some serious operational uncertainty. We really need to unpack the good, the bad, and the frankly risky parts of this for you.
Okay, let's start there then. The promise versus reality. What are people actually getting when they hit buy? They talk a big game about materials. Is it genuinely good stuff like heavy denim?
Yeah.
Or is it just, standard fast fashion dressed up nicely?
Well, here's the surprising part. The product itself seems legitimate. That's the hook. We've looked into it. The specs people report. Buyers are consistently getting actual selvage denim, sometimes pretty heavy stuff like 14 ounce. And tees made using that old school loop wheel method. You'd
Yeah.
even see happy customers saying the quality is solid, the value's great. Sometimes it punches above its weight compared to fast fashion prices for sure.
Wait, really? Even the hardcore denim fans, you see this on the forums.
Yeah, even some of the, let's say, purists admit the value proposition is there. They might nitpick details, but they acknowledge the quality for the price.
Okay, wow. So if the actual jeans and tees are decent, maybe even good,
hmm
then the problem must be somewhere else entirely. Why all the mixed reviews? Why this cloud of uncertainty hanging over them?
It's the operations, the company side of things. That's where it seems to fall down, and quite dramatically. The red flags pop up fast. Scam Advisor, for instance, gives bronsonshop.com a very low trust score. And a key reason, the site actively hides who owns it.
Hides ownership details.
Okay, so that usually points towards bigger problems, right? Like, if you can't figure out who's behind it, contacting them must be tough. Does that make things like returns or just getting a question answered almost impossible? Is that the connection?
Precisely. When a company isn't transparent, it often means they haven't invested in the kind of customer support structure that, say, Western buyers expect. And that leads directly to the stream of complaints you see. We're talking really inconsistent service. Things like unresponsive customer support emails just vanishing. A glitchy checkout that sometimes double charges or messes up shipping costs. It's messy.
So what's the worst that happens if you need to send something back? Like long size or something? The worst case stories involve returns feeling like, and this is a quote, pulling teeth. Just incredibly difficult and frustrating. There is another anecdote where someone got a tracking number for a return, but the link just died. It suggests maybe their system is built for sending stuff out, not really handling returns effectively. And this is why you hear some critics saying, it's mainly Chinese market clothing dressed up in American heritage marketing.
Okay, but isn't using overseas manufacturing pretty standard now? What makes Bronson different? Why the specific concern here?
It seems to be about where they focus their efforts. That criticism implies they've mastered making the product efficiently and cheaply, but maybe completely skipped building the reliable customer service and transparent operations that build trust, especially in e-commerce. It's like 100% focus on product specs and price, and maybe near 0% on the service side.
Right. So let's try and pull this together. This high-stakes situation. You've got potentially great gear, tangible quality, versus this backdrop of terrible transactional trust and hidden operations. Is Bronson an outright scam, or is it a genuine bargain but with these really significant, painful flaws?
Based on everything we're seeing, the verdict is pretty clear. It's not an outright scam. People do receive their orders, the goods arrive, but it is absolutely a high-risk shopping experience. You're essentially gambling. You're betting the quality of that nice selvage jacket, say, against the very real risk that if anything goes wrong, sizing, shipping, defect buys, you might have zero effective support.
Okay. That makes the practical takeaway for you, the listener, pretty straightforward then. If you're tempted by those low prices and the heritage style, treat it like you're actually gambling. Use payment protection, definitely a credit card, maybe PayPal. Start with a small order, something low stakes, and just be mentally prepared for potentially slow or very frustrating support if you run into any problems. You're choosing quality over convenience, potentially.
Yeah, and zooming out a bit, this whole Bronson case really highlights a bigger question for consumers today, doesn't it? When does really good product value stop being worth the hassle? Worth the poor service, the lack of transparency from the company? We're seeing this pattern more and more.
That really is the core question you need to ask yourself before you click Add to Cart anywhere like this. Think about what matters more to you in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
The feel of that quality denim in your hands, or the peace of mind knowing the checkout is smooth and returns are easy. Keep questioning everything.